So this weekend, we're doing something really exciting. We are going on the third sailing of the Star of the Seas. It's what they call a showcase cruise, and we're not entirely sure what that means, but we can't wait to find out, and we're going to explore this giant floating city. We've already sailed the Icon of the Seas, and we can't wait to see everything that's new. All right, here we are on Star of the Seas.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard.
So cool, you walk right into the Pearl. This is a ship right from the first moment that doesn't disappoint. So it's really cool that the Aquadome Market is actually open on the day you get on the ship, so right at lunchtime. I don't think it was like that on the Icon, so that's a really nice change. This is also a wonderful place for lunch on the first day, as it's typically not as busy as the Windjammer, and the food really is some of the best on the ship. The front of the ship is called the Overlook, and it's a great place to meet up if you've got friends going on the cruise with you. It feels just like the Solarium, just without a pool. Oh, but did I mention, it does have the diving show here at night. Cheers. So when we first got on board, we were wondering if the ship was at full capacity. It seemed kind of empty. But boy, let me tell you, it's about 12:30, 12:45 now, and it is filling up. I think it's going to be a full sailing. And just like that, our rooms are ready. All right, this is room 8350. Oh, check that out. All right, I guess on this showcase cruise, they give us a couple of hats. I love it. So this cruise was supposed to be a cheap cruise for us, so we actually booked an inside room. And when we heard like the prices were changing, we called cruise.com and they were just like, yeah, sure, we'll give you a free upgrade. So here we are in a balcony when we were supposed to be in an inside room. So we are loving it. This room is at the back of the ship, but it's a little bit more spacious. You can actually take a look like at the balcony or even the width of the room. It's just a little bit bigger than most of the other balcony cabins. Like if you look it up online, it's actually called a spacious balcony. So like other Royal ships, it looks like we've got USB by the bedside, USB-A. I don't see USB-C. Yeah, the left-hand side of the bed, if you're looking at it, has the AC power. So just like the Icon, we've got these baskets for storing things. I feel like you either love them or you hate them. Hanging space, plenty of it. Overall, plenty of storage in the room. The bathroom, I'm just going to say it never gets old. It is the best regular room bathroom you'll get. It's got this huge shower, and if you look inside, it does have a seat in there, which most balconies on other ships, most bathrooms, cabin bathrooms don't have that. So should we go check out the balcony, see what that's like? Yeah, pretty spacious, I'd say. Yeah, I think we're going to enjoy this. The thing we like about it a lot is there's plenty of room out here for breakfast. Like if you want to set up your little table for breakfast, you don't feel like you're really crammed in like on some other ships. One of our favorite things to do is explore a new ship. We just love the peaceful feeling of Central Park. Surfside is the update to the boardwalk on Oasis-class ships. They've really done wonders to make it such a family-friendly space. The Disney Magic is heading out, so that must mean it's about time for the sail-away party on the pool deck. Let's go head up. We're actually meeting up with cruise correspondent Jessica. Make sure and check out her video on the MSC Maravilla. The sailaways never get old, but don't think this isn't a good time to go play mini golf or hit up the Flow Rider. It's all about the experience here. For the adults in the crowd, the Hideaway Infinity Pool cannot be beat for sailaways.
So finally a cruise ship that has an IPA on tap.
And that IPA is a rarity up here. It's great to see Royal expanding the availability of drinks throughout the ship. So it is just before 8. We're off to a chops dinner. We always love meeting up at the Trellis Bar before dinner to see everyone all dressed up for specialty dining in Central Park. While Chops is known as the steakhouse of the ship, they do have many other options as well. That's true of all the specialty dining. They really do try to accommodate everyone's needs. Everything we tried was great. The French onion roll cannot be missed. For the main course, I went with the filet with both the peppercorn and the béarnaise sauce. Don't be afraid to ask for extra. My steak was cooked to perfection, and Kristen loved the spicy shrimp. The sides were wonderful too, so make sure and leave just a little room for them. If you know me, you already know I'm getting the Key West style key lime pie. But really, everything here is great. We'll end the night with a show, a Journey cover band, and a margarita at the Schooner Bar. Make sure and book any ticketed events early on the app. Before bed, let's stop by the Schooner Bar for a Desert Pear margarita. If you didn't know, it's got quite the cult following. Well, good morning from the Caribbean. I gotta say, like 30 minutes ago, it was a beautiful sunny morning, but it's the Caribbean, so the weather can really change just like that. And then snow kind of pouring down rain. But the surprising thing will be, you give it just a half hour, and this will likely all be gone. So sit back and hang tight. It's gonna be a good day. Is that room service? Hi.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. Continental breakfast is free on Royal, but we usually throw a few bucks in to get a hot breakfast just delivered to the room. Yeah, that was pretty good. The best part about this is you just know the Windjammer is mobbed. A little rain out there, everyone's going for breakfast right now, and we just had ours dropped off right here. You can't beat this. Good coffee. So we're so excited to do something just a little bit different. Today we're going on a pool crawl. There's technically 7 pools, but one is in the Suite Lounge and the other is the kids' splash pad. That gives us 5 pools to go check out. Our first pool is just past the splash pad and Surfside, and we've got that infinity view of the wake. It's the perfect pool for families on the ship. Yeah, the kids definitely get the great view. Let's go head up to the main pool deck and see what we can find.
We call it the cantilevered pool. We're not sure what the real name of it is, but come join us in the cantilevered pool.
It probably has an official name, but it wasn't listed anywhere that we saw. Yeah, so this is really a sitting pool. It's only like 2.5 feet deep. Yeah, so it's, what, 10:30 now? 10:30 in the morning? The pool is still pretty empty. So the main pool deck has one of the best pools at sea. This is a pool for everyone and really can't be beat for all the fun everyone is having. Ooh, water is just a touch chilly in here today. Yeah, this pool is pretty big. Chris, you're saying what? This is the biggest pool at sea?
Biggest pool at sea currently.
The adults-only hideaway pool is one of the best pools on the ship. It's the bridge pool with the infinity edge overlooking the back of the ship. It may have the best view of any pool at sea. So I'm going to say I really enjoy the hideaway pool better in the morning than when it gets really crowded in the afternoon. It's just before 11 o'clock in the morning and it's kind of great out here. It's still nice and hot. Way warmer water than the other pool up on Deck 15. Deck 15, it really felt like they were chilling that pool, where this pool feels more like a typical, sun-heated pool in Florida. Another adults area is one of the few, if only, swim-up bars at sea. This pool has shade cover and great drink service. We had a lot of fun here. Hot day, conditions are right. Time for a red stripe. Alright, next up, we're hitting Cloud 17. At least on the Icon, this was actually the place to be if you want to go for a late night swim. It was the late night pool and it was pretty empty after dark. This is a ship that really does have a pool for everyone. Go find yours.
All right, it's time for Surfside Bites.
An unexpectedly good dining option is Surfside Bites. It's burgers and dogs, but I've got to say, to me personally, they're way better than the ones you could even get on the island. This really is a destination for families with kids. Besides that, The entertainment options are great.
I mean, you got to give it a try, right?
Dinner tonight is at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. On this ship, it's really a first-class experience.
That was so good. Wow. That was fantastic. Thank you.
So Star of the Seas really figured out how to solve the loud music issues that we experienced on Icon of the Seas. The menu is every bit as good as we expected from Giovanni's. The staff strongly encourage eating as much as you like and trying a variety of different menu options. They aren't expecting that you'll finish everything. It's all about the experience. If the restaurant's full, you can still order many of the food items right there at the bar. My favorites on this cruise were the pizza and the chicken parmesan. Now let's head up to the best show on the ship. The Aqua Show on Royal is every bit as good as something that you'd pay to see in Vegas. And the show you get on the Star of the Seas is the best of them all. You cannot miss this show.
So we got here 15 minutes early, and it is still totally full. I don't know if there's going to be any non-reservation seating here tonight. It is crazy busy.
And with that, we'll call it a good night.
Good morning from Coco Cay. Looks like it's going to be a great day, but maybe just a busy day. We're actually here in port with the Icon right next door. So we've got Royal's two biggest ships right here at Coco Cay. Let's go get some breakfast and go hit the island. So when we were on the Icon, we realized the boardwalk is actually the best place to get breakfast. Especially on Coco Cay Day. Totally not crowded and easy to get food. And it looks like it's the same here on the Star.
It's just crazy that in the middle of primetime breakfast hours, you can come here and basically have the place to yourself. You won't catch us waiting for a table in the Windjammer.
Good coffee. So the food was every bit as good as I was expecting, and now it's time to go hit the island.
The Star of the Seas makes port days so much easier with the escalator on and off the ship. It really keeps the line moving compared to other ships.
Yeah, that's a couple of big ships right there. So this trip we're off to the Hideaway. I think that makes perfect sense, especially as we've got two Icon class ships here, the Icon and the Star.
our room steward was actually saying the Star isn't totally full. It's at 5,000 passenger capacity right now, whereas the Icon is, you know, full capacity. He said it's roughly 10,000 people, including crew on board. Getting a chair by the beach is super easy in the Hideaway. It's a bit more challenging by the pool. We'll oftentimes either take a couch in the shade by the bar if it's really not busy, or we may just get a cubby by the pool if it is. We don't spend a lot of time in our chairs anyway. One of the best things about this pool is the temperature. It's heated so that it's pretty much nice all year round. It's also the only pool on the island with that great infinity edge and a view of the ocean. Oh, and did I mention there's also a live DJ here? This is the pool we love coming to the most. That said, it is adults only. The price tag for the pool here can really be all over the place, but we typically won't pay more than $50 per person. Check the price often, as it really does dramatically change on a day-to-day basis. Don't be afraid to walk the island and find all the new places that you'll love. Don't feel like you're missing out if you're not in the Hideaway though. There's so much to do on the island that we actually make a lot of time just to go explore places like South Beach just to check them out. So it's crazy how many times we've been here, we haven't seen the balloon up. But this is finally the day. End of August, early September, the balloon will fly. Back on the ship, there's just one place that you've got to stop by. The Ryan Bean has both espresso drinks as well as some great coffee-based cocktails. I'm getting the espresso martini on this ship. Yeah, so the espresso martini is definitely the thing to get at Ryan Bean. Alright, it's 4:22 now, and all aboard is at 4:30, so we'll see if anyone rushes up the pier. It's cook-okay, so I'm not thinking anyone's going to be too late to the ship, but it's still fun to watch. Otherwise, we're going to check out the sailaway here and see what it's like Saw Star leaving before the Icon. And now we bid goodbye to the former Belle of the Ball, Icon of the Seas, as we ride away with her sister. And just like that, we've left sunny paradise and we're heading into what looks like a rainstorm. Like, it's crazy like how fast it changes. You can just hear the thunder in the background. One place that we really enjoyed meeting up with friends and family was 1400. It has a great atmosphere, drinks, and it's close by to all of the specialty dining on the ship. So tonight, Kristen and I are trying someplace new. We've always been tempted by Pier 7, but it just never worked out on previous sailings. So I'm wondering if
the Pier 7 restaurant is the best kept secret on the Star.
So our favorite place to eat in the country so far has been California, and this is a California cuisine. So we're excited to try everything on the menu. It looks fresh and healthy and yummy.
So I gotta say, the quesadilla was really good and I really enjoyed it. But I do feel like, as a quesadilla, it was something probably could have pulled off at home. But the tostado was so cold and delicious and refreshing. We could not have done that at home, and I highly recommend it. So as we finished our first course, I've got to say, it is crazy that this place is empty. The food is so good.
This is my favorite thing I've had on the Star on the Sea so far.
I love a fancy burger with an egg on it, and this one did not disappoint. Kristen loved the Santa Maria tenderloin too. The chicken tenders were fine and will really satisfy even the pickiest of eaters. The dessert was wonderful. It tasted like s'mores and a campfire all in one.
So all in all, I gotta say, as we finish our meal here at Pier 7, it is a can't miss. I think this is some of the best food on the ship, and I don't know why this place is empty, but it won't be for long.
As the evening comes to a close, this really is a cruise that we won't forget. There's just one more thing that we need to do. Finally a pool to ourselves. This has been probably the best cruise we've ever done. We will be back on Star of the Seas. We'll catch you next time here at the Weekend Experience.